Hey there folks, thanks for tuning in for another video review. I have something really special today that I've been waiting for about maybe 2-3 months to be complete. I have given some previews of it on my social media pages. It's been a long journey of learning this whole process and everything, but I finally have it complete. It is my new lightsaber. There we go. This is the Obi Wan Kenobi lightsaber, or also known as the Korbanth K4V2 by 89 Sabers custom lightsaber hilt. This thing is absolutely fantastic. It is my first custom lightsaber. I never really got into it, one, because of the price, and two, I always thought it was a lot more complex to get things started, which I'll explain later on, in terms of the build, finding them, the electronics, and getting them installed, and the blade. Of course, when I'm going to Disneyland and I can have the officially licensed exclusive lightsabers and all that, have them so easily accessible for pretty much a third of the price. But of course, I'm going to be giving up electronics, the sound, the light for the blade, and depending on the hilt, the actual size of it, the clunkiness, whatever it may be. I finally dove right in, and I have one more planned in the works for my Temple Guard costume. So of course, when that's 6 months down the line, I'll be talking about that. But today, we are just talking about the Obi Wan Kenobi hilt. And God, this thing is absolutely beautiful. It's one of those things where you know it's going to be an amazing item, an amazing collectible, but you don't actually realize how beautiful it is until you have it in your hand. And Obi Wan Kenobi being my favorite character in Star Wars, this was a must-have. And of course, this is one of his hilts because he does have a few throughout his lifespan. And this is a cleaner version of the episode 4 because obviously by then his hilt had gotten dirty, and this kind of more resembles a clean episode 3 version, which there are a few differences of the actual prop, which this reflects more of. Before I move on any further, I will say I'm still learning about the actual props. I didn't even know until recently when I was picking this one up that something as small as this piece is different between the episode 3 and 4. I thought they just happen to be the same, which of course makes sense character-wise. You're going to change parts, lose parts, and need upgrades. I never realized that even the prop replicas follow all those little details. And I will be comparing this to my Jedi Temple Guard lightsaber hilt because that's the only other lightsaber hilt I have. And unfortunately and surprisingly, Disney has not released this version of Obi-Wan's hilt. They only have the episode 1 version, which I was shocked about because of course Obi-Wan is a popular character, but why are they giving the hilt that nobody cares about as much as this hilt? That's just my opinion. He's more known for this one, but anyway, let's get a closer look. I will turn off the lights, these lights, and turn off the lightsaber lights as well. It has a good weight to it, and obviously I can wrap it around pretty much everywhere. When you put your hand here, it's kind of clunky and you can't really do it, so I guess you hold it from the bottom. The prop, I think even the prop is even more thinner than this, and this is already a pretty thin hilt. Everything is just so amazing. Let me get a closer look here. Focus, yeah, absolutely gorgeous hilt. And it's not too heavy either. It does come with a plug as well, and that just slides right in there. And I don't have the Allen wrench, but there's a screw right there to keep it all in. And that just pops right out. There we go. And then the battery area is right here. Let me go ahead and take this out since we're going to be testing the sound. I like to keep this in just to not waste the battery or anything. And it always makes a sound. And I don't think any of the other parts, I know when I first got it, I was able to take apart this bottom half, the neck, the head, and I think this middle part too, but I know when I've been trying to install the blade, I realized all the wires in here prevent it from doing so I'm not going to take off. I don't think you can, and when you do twist it, it kind of recoils back. Like I said, brand new to all this, so I'm still learning all the electronics. I did pick it up from Korbanth Sabers. This is the 89 Sabers version, and I guess Korbanth is the reseller or distributor, I should say, for 89, and is the K4V2 version. And there you can see it does say Graphics on there. And one thing you do have to be careful for with all like the chrome is all the fingerprints that you can get on it. So make sure you have like a cloth to wipe it if you're going to have it on display. And my buddy Chris, my new buddy actually, friend Nick, who is solo photographer on Instagram, he recommended my other new friend Chris Adams, who he is a great installer, has amazing communication, a great price. He sent me updates constantly whenever he was ordering parts, what he was installing, and he sent me multiple videos showing the electronics working, and he showed me a full tutorial video as well, which I did not expect, but that was a huge help, especially considering I'm brand new to this and I'm still learning it, so I'm still figuring things out. I may not get through all the sounds and colors in this video since I don't quite know how to access all of them just yet. Definitely show off whatever I have been able to figure out. That is one thing I will say I wish was different about the custom lightsaber world. I know there's Profi and CFX soundboards. I personally, I don't care about having Obi Wan Kenobi's hilt with a red blade or a green blade or purple or white, and I don't care about not only his voice but any character's voice or the music. I definitely love this as a display piece because this is probably one of the best display pieces you will find other than the actual prop replica, but I don't really care about the other characters because to me that just doesn't make sense unless you have a generic hilt that allows you to change colors and sounds and everything. If it were me, I would just basically want the lightsaber sounds and the colors and maybe like the clashing and swinging motions and all that, and that'd be it. I'm not sure if there's a way to take all those other sounds off. Again, still learning. So let's go ahead and compare this to the Jedi Temple Guard lightsaber hilt, just to give you some idea and some sense for those of you who are also new or also trying to compare and figure out the differences, and that will be the best way. And I will say too, the Disney Legacy lightsaber hilts also differ vastly. When I had the Ahsoka Tano hilts, those were so lightweight and almost felt cheap, whereas the Jedi Temple Guard hilt I have, which I don't think I did a comparison of that in the video, but those hilts actually feel almost like this. They feel more metal and sturdy, where the Ahsoka Tano hilts were kind of plasticky and cheap. Let's go ahead and do a comparison of that and then show off the lights and sound. Alright folks, let's get these two compared. Do a quick side by side. They are roughly, oh, my camera's not wide enough, so let me try to get them this way. They're not too far apart size-wise, but let me get the exact measurement. Almost 10 3/4 inches, almost 11 inches at the very tip of the hilt. Meanwhile, Obi-Wan's hilt measures just over 11 inches, maybe 11 1/4. So it's maybe half an inch difference in size. And let's do a quick weight comparison just so you get an idea of everything. The Obi-Wan comes in at 1 pound and 7 ounces, almost 1.8 pounds, 1 pound 8 ounces. Temple Guard comes in at 1 pound, just over 1 pound 8 ounces, so 1.81 pounds. So they're pretty close, not too much difference. I wish I still had the Ahsoka hilts to really compare those or just give more of a comparison, but like I said, those did feel extremely light and not metal like this one does, or not as sturdy and heavy duty as the Temple Guard one does. I'll do it first with the lights on, and I have my Jedi Temple Guard here and the K4V2. I went through the cycle and I pulled up the yellow blade color here, so let's take a look and we'll do them one at a time. Here's the Temple Guard and the K4V2, the Temple Guard font. Do it at the same time. And one more. And these are new batteries too, and you can tell how much more dull and faint the color is. Let's go ahead and compare the sounds. Now let's try it with the lights off. The Temple Guard first. Not too bad. When it's darker, it does light up nicely. And the K4V2. Of course, not as bright as this one. This is like a flame. And the same time. Get a closer comparison here. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but I'm seeing on my screen that the temple guard is more of like a lime green color, and you can definitely see all the lights. Oh, and I forgot this has clash. This one, it's very trying to hit it anywhere I can. There we go. As opposed to this one where you can have the blaster and clash. I don't want to hit it too hard. Let me go through all the colors and sounds that I can for this one and see how they look. Here is the Obi Wan blue color from episode 3. And I'm not going to swing it around because I don't want to, number one, hit anything, break this, and also I haven't quite gotten the swing of things yet for the hilt. I'll wait till I get a stun saber to practice. You can really hear that. And if you press the lower button for the blaster, power down. So for the rest of the lights, and one more time with the blue, I'm going to do it with the room lights off. There's blue.
Obi Wan. The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
I'm never touching that thing again. Something inside me has always been there, but now it's awake. I'm all the Jedi.
If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. He's been working on that thing for weeks. What kind of lightsaber could he possibly build with the junk we have laying around? Luke Skywalker. I am a Jedi, like my father before me. Greed can be a powerful ally. You have been well trained, my young apprentice. They will be no match for you. Excellent. Everything is going as planned. It is obvious that this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force. At last we will have our revenge. Lord Vader. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. This way. I claim this sword and my rightful place as leader of Death Watch. I am Kree Vizsla. We are the Death Watch, descendants of the true warrior faith all Mandalorians once knew. I wondered when you would return.
So there we have it, the K4V2 lightsaber hilt, Obi Wan Kenobi's episode 4 hilt. I did forget to mention two things. One, I did get this on sale, so definitely look out for holiday sales or just random sales they do. It will definitely save you a lot of money. And then the hilt I got from RGV Sabers, I believe, if that was the name, on Etsy, and I'll post all the links down below. Absolutely amazing. And even though I did mention earlier that I don't care about the other fonts and colors, I won't lie, they are pretty badass. They are so cool. I love the Kylo Ren flame effect. The Pikachu is just random, but so cool too. The Sauron one, and then having like the green and hearing all the voices. Don't get me wrong, it is cool. It is badass. If you're a fan, you'll love it. But again, personally, if I'm gonna have Obi Wan, Qui-Gon, Yoda, Temple Guard, Canon, all these hilts, I don't really care about having everyone's colors and everyone's voices and sounds on all the hilts. If I do get like a custom hilt or a stunt saber or something, then I'll definitely like to have everything. So if there's anything I didn't cover or that you feel like maybe next time I can cover, do a more in-depth review, please feel free to leave that down below in the comments. Or if you have any questions, I will do my best to guide you and help you out from whatever I've learned. I'll also post all the Facebook groups I'm a part of down below, because those groups have been absolutely helpful. They are willing to help you in any way, shape, and form. And I have to say, it is one of the least toxic Star Wars groups out there, or set of groups out there. There is its own drama going on with certain distributors and retailers, but overall, I've never had so much help as I have in the lightsaber group. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more videos in the future.